Inside every one of us are seeds of incredible potential. At Water Your Seeds, you'll discover practical tools, timeless wisdom, and inspiring stories to help you grow your mind, strengthen your body, enrich your spirit, build lasting wealth, and create a life of purpose. Water your seeds and watch your life flourish. There's a common myth that to become wealthy, you need an algorithmic trading platform, secret indicators, a PhD in mathematics and chart reading, or a massive inheritance. But the truth is much simpler and less obvious. Most people don't fail at investing because they pick the wrong stock. They fail because they never start. We spend our time researching the perfect entry point or waiting for the right market conditions, while the most powerful force in the universe, time, slips through our fingers. Today, we're taking a brief look at the legends of wealth: Warren Buffett, Charlie Munger, and Andrew Hallam. We're going to break down why the quote-unquote experts often lose, and how a simple, consistent strategy can turn even a modest $50 a month into a life-changing fortune.
When we change how we use what controls us, we change what grows within us. Growth begins with awareness.
Mind, body, spirit, wealth, clarity, transformation.
Lesson 1. The Warren Buffett Method. Start early, start small. Warren Buffett is arguably the greatest investor in history, but his secret isn't just his ability to read a balance sheet. It's his duration. Buffett started investing at age 11, and he famously noted that if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. He calls compound interest the eighth wonder of the world. This is the process where your money earns a return, and then that return earns its own return. It sounds modest at first, but over decades, the growth becomes exponential. Take Buffett's first business as a teenager, pinball machines. He and a friend bought one machine and placed it in a barbershop. Instead of spending the profits, they used that money to buy a second machine, then a third. This was his first El Dorado, discovering that money could work for its owner. The lesson here for you is simple. You don't need a fortune to start. You need to start to build a fortune. Buffett emphasizes that the start of your next billion, or even your first 1,000, can be as simple as picking up a single dollar and putting it to work. If you wait until you have enough money to invest, you miss the most critical years of compounding that no amount of later capital can truly replace. Lesson 2. The Munger Method. Avoid stupidity before seeking brilliance. Charlie Munger, Buffett's longtime partner, had a different approach to intelligence. He didn't try to be the smartest person in the room. He focused on not being stupid. Munger championed a mental tool called inversion. Instead of asking, "How do I get rich?" he asked, "How do I guarantee I'll stay poor?" The answers are unfortunately all too common. Spend more than you earn, use too much debt, follow the herd, and let your emotions drive your decisions. By simply avoiding these reliable paths to financial poverty, you are already ahead of 90% of the population. Another Munger staple is the circle of competence. He argued that you don't need to know everything. You just need to know the boundaries of what you don't know. Most people lose money because they try to kiss too many frogs, investing in complex tech startups or industries they don't understand. Munger and Buffett were perfectly happy to say, "I don't know," and walk away from an opportunity that was outside their circle. In the world of investing, brilliance is rare. but consistency in avoiding catastrophic mistakes can lead to huge financial gains. Lesson 3, the Hallam Method, consistency versus stock picking. Now you might think, that's fine for the rich or well off, but what if you're not wealthy? Enter Andrew Hallam, a high school English teacher who became a millionaire on a salary of just $28,000 a year. Hallam didn't build his wealth by finding the next Apple or Tesla. In fact, he argues that wealth is built through consistency, not stock picking. He highlights that financial pornography, the constant noise from the media, actually frightens people into making bad decisions, like selling during a crash or trying to time the market. The know-nothing investor who buys a simple index fund almost always outperforms the professional who tries to be clever. Why? Because the enemy isn't the market. The enemy is the person in the mirror. Human emotions like fear and greed lead us to buy high when we're excited and sell low when we're scared. Hallam's secret was dollar cost averaging. He put the same amount of money into the market every single month, regardless of what the news said. When the market crashed in 2008, he didn't panic. He bought with both hands because he knew that lower prices were a gift for a long-term investor. He proved that you don't need a Wall Street office. You just need the discipline to keep your eyes and ears closed. Let's look at the actual numbers to see why consistency wins. If you were to invest just $50 a month, although if you can do more is always better, the cost of a couple of takeout meals into the U.S. stock market, the results over time are staggering.